What's up troopers, my name is Neon and Battlefield has just dropped a huge update, and there's two major updates what hopefully should change this game forever. The first one will be released on the 25th of November, so literally right around the corner. And the third update will be dropped early December. And about the season 1 will be released early 2022. There is so much going on, it's absolutely crazy, and I feel like I'm probably going to miss something, so I really hope I don't. So I'm going to try to read this list the best I possibly can and give you guys the best info I also can possibly can. So the main thing they're trying to do is the server stability, so obviously the performance. Obviously we have all been experiencing so much issues on console and PC, and they are trying to improve that and trying to make it a lot more smoother as well. Like certain things, if you're playing like max FOV on the new gen consoles, you get a lot of like stuttering here and there, and I can't imagine what it's like on old gen. So hopefully they're going to improve that, and also as well they are improving the PC performance. With people who have insane PCs, you're still getting crazy GPU and CPU usage. What shouldn't be there, it should be using a very good amount but also reduced at the same time to give you that really good FPS. But some reason it's not, it's shooting it sky high, and some people who have a 30 series are only getting an average of 70 to 80 FPS. So some of the things they have mentioned is honestly tickling my pickle, and they are some of the features what we have been asking for, and they have actually been briefing about it and actually maybe bringing it back. And that is some of the craziest things what I'm super stoked about, and some of them are literally server browser and scoreboard. We've been screaming about scoreboard. Why did they even take it away in the first place? I want to see myself dying at least 100 times and going, hey look everyone, I died 100 times. That's what I want people to see. But all of a sudden it looks like I'm dropping 100 kills instead of dying 100 times because they can't see how many times I died. Shame. But all jokes aside, I really want people to actually have a proper scoreboard. It would be really nice to actually show that rank system, what you are as well. I mentioned this on stream not long ago, and I want to show people what rank I am and say, hey guys, look at me, I'm such a low level, I need to play this game more. And one of the biggest things what I was raging about on stream yesterday was literally we need server browser. Some reason I'm trying to play some games, and I'm trying to play games with my little brother who's in the UK and I live in the United States, and every time we go into a game, when I'm searching for the game, it puts me in the EU servers. 110 ping? Fantastic. That's what I want. We need server browser. Server browser is what makes Battlefield Battlefield. And they also mentioned about voice chat. Finally, now I can start screaming at people going, hey, I need a medic. But what you have to remember is what I just mentioned is not coming into the update. It's something they are addressing, and it is something they are planning to do. So fingers crossed everyone, leave a like on the stream if you want to see server browser and scoreboard return back to Battlefield 2042. Well, it never returned to the first place, but if you want it in there, make sure to leave a like. Leave a like right now and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Come on. What is so crazy as well, also they mentioned that in the holidays next year, they are actually making another update. It's so crazy, right? It seems like people like on Reddit and Twitter haven't complained enough, and so they're just like, oh, there's not enough updates, right? Tons of people have been complaining about this game saying, hey, you need to fix it big time. And Timmy over there is just like, huh, maybe we should do something about a game for once. And finally, they are listening with tons of updates coming our way. So let's get into the updates, what they're going to bring into the second one. So what they are bringing on the second update is actually performing the proper hit marks. So one of my friends called Eddie went into private match and done a bunch of stuff, tried to see what was bugging and what was not bugging. And there was a lot of times where hit reg wasn't working, or certain places where you were shooting, especially like in a hovercraft, and you was getting like basically no hits unless you was in a certain angle. They are also fixing that, so that is very good. It seems like as well they're trying to work on the weapon balloon and also trying to fix the hit reg. Holy moly, did they say they're fixing hit reg? I like shooting 20 bullets on someone and nothing happens. Shame. Fixing an issue where you're trying to spawn and you have no loadout. Oh man, that's such a shame. I love spawning with just a default DMR. Well, I guess I had to whip out my PP29 and start hitting everyone with it. Now, working on an issue where you're trying to play Breakthrough and it literally never starts. It's kind of a shame, right? Because sometimes I start streaming and I'm like, hey guys, let's go and play some Breakthrough Troopers. And I sit there for 15 minutes waiting for nothing to happen. Then everyone's in my stream, it just leaves and goes and watches Purple Pig streams. Seems like they're fixing this issue, so sorry troopers, no more Purple Pig streams for you. You have to watch the guy who whips out their PP and plays with the pink wig on. And when I'm making a joke about the PP, I'm not actually talking about my PP, that's for my OnlyFans. I'm actually just talking about the PP29 in the game, just in case you're saying, oh, if you got an OnlyFans, let me subscribe to that. Microsoft have teamed up with DICE and they are fixing an issue where you're trying to play the game and it will just instant crash and it will just basically power up, crash the game and reboot. It seems like they have already fixed this issue from last week, but they are making 100% sure it's completely fixed through this coming update. PC players will also have a setting issue when it comes to aiming. It's like acceleration. I believe it's probably locked with the controller on PC for some reason. That is causing an issue for some people aiming. There has been a temporary fix by a YouTuber called Baronox, and a lot of people have been doing that. But DICE has been working on that and making sure it's going to be fixed for the next current update. So for console players, a lot of people have been telling me in stream that aim assist is not really working properly. They have also investigated this issue and it will be resolved in the next upcoming update. The weapon spread has finally been fixed, so you won't be shooting directly at someone and they're killing someone way onto the left or the way onto the right, or you might be shooting a chopper when you're shooting straight forward. An issue of this, what is performing the worst, is the AK-24, where it has the worst weapon spread, probably why you don't see many people using it. So ARs should be hopefully a lot more dominated in the battlefield. While you're stationary, your weapon should stay a bit more consistent. As I was talking about the spread before, when you're obviously stationary, it does the same thing, and it should be a lot more accurate when you're stationary, especially if you're proning or you're laying on a bit of cover and you're trying to shoot someone. That weapon spread is also resolved. The PP29 will have a vertical recoil increase to kind of basically, let's be real, they're nerfing the bad boy. It was super overpowered, so they are reducing it and pretty much nerfing the bad boy so it can be a bit more balanced. So the PP is, well, it's going to be a little tiny PP after this update. When you're playing on Portal, if you're sprinting and you see an enemy and you stop and automatically aim while you're shooting at that time, it gives it a crazy spread. They have also fixed that issue as well, so you should be a lot more consistent when you're playing Portal. The NTW50, that's the sniper rifle where you get a rank 60. They are nerfing this bad boy. Not extreme, it should be hopefully still a one shot, but they are reducing it a lot more against vehicles. For some reason, it seems like vehicles are not the dominating thing in Battlefield 2042, so they want to give them at least a fair chance, right? But all jokes aside, they are nerfing the bad boy. It was pretty crazy. The NTW50, they are reducing it to kind of balance it in a bit more the category of snipers. In Update 2, they are finally nerfing the hovercraft. Finally! They're doing it! Hallelujah! They're trying to make it a bit more balanced to the normal stationary vehicles in the game, like the cars and everything like that, to balance it a lot more in that same category. So you won't be going around on a hovercraft acting like you're in a tank. So in Co-op and Portal, they are temporarily disabling progression in there. So basically, before, when the game came out, you can play co-op against bots and rank up super quick, unlock your attachments and all that. And then they also done it in Portal where it was super extreme, because you can do a custom portal and make it hardcore. Grab an LMG, every single bullet is a one shot, so imagine having 200 rounds and you have 128 players charging at you. Yeah, a lot of kills and ranking up super quick. They did disable both of that, co-op and Portal, for the XP progression, but they also re-enabled it, and some reason it's still the same problem. People are still doing it, even because of a reduced cap. People are still boosting. What a shame, hey? I'd rather have you going around on a hovercraft. Let's be real, they are probably the people going around on a hovercraft anyway, hence why they're boosting. They're probably that typical player who played on Battlefield 5 and laid down their MMG for hours and hours on end. But don't get me into that. That was a whole different story and a painful 3 years. So it seems like they're temporarily disabling that progression on Battlefield Portal and co-op until they can really find a fix so people can stop doing XP farms. Hopefully that'll be nice so I can finally play Portal, rank up my weapons and rank up myself and have some fun on Portal. But honestly, since the game's been out, I've only played Portal a handful of times. But now they have also re-enabled the Portal progression and the co-op progression to hopefully fix that situation, and it seems like they're looking a lot more in depth into the Portal server browsers to remove anyone who's doing XP farms or anyone who's abusing the co-op against bots. In update 2, if you died for some reason, you have 20 people looking at you and they will do nothing about it. And that was the issue because they couldn't pick you up. There was plenty of times I see a dead person and I wanted to pick them up and I couldn't do anything, so I kind of just sat there poking the stick with them going, hey, are you okay? They are finally fixing this so you can actually pick up your teammates. Seems like they're also adding a spawn protection system, thank God, because there'll be times you'll spawn and you have a chopper or a jet just coming out of nowhere. So that is all the information from update 2. I will be making a video down the line from update 3, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can find that information, what's going to be happening on update 3. Update 3 is going to be focusing on way more hard on live builder performance, but it seems like update 2 is hopefully going to fix a lot of the major problems what we have been experiencing since the early access and the launch of the game. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can find out all the information about Battlefield 2042, and the next update will be receiving after the 25th of November, what will be released in December time. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this update. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to be a part of the Pink Wig Army, and I'll see you troopers in the next video. Peace.